John Craig Venter, born October 14, 1946, to parents Elizabeth and John Venter, in Salt Lake City, Utah. As a young lad, his father passed away at the age of 59, and so John and his mother moved to San Francisco, right by the train tracks. He did not take the educational system very seriously, however, and actually spent a lot of his childhood days enjoying time on the water, boating, and surfing. He also liked playing dangerous games like chicken right next to the train tracks. How reckless! After relocating to Melbourne, California, he finally graduated high school at Mills High. After graduation, and being completely against the Vietnam War, Venter was still drafted into the Navy, where he worked in an intensive care ward of a battlefield hospital. This introduced Venter into medicine in the first place. After finishing his tour, he disobeyed orders and found that he had 2 stents in his heart. He became very depressed and attempted suicide by swimming a mile out into the ocean, but where he luckily changed his mind. After working with so many sick and injured warriors, he felt that he needed to study medicine more, and he decided to go to medical school to become a doctor. After some time in medical school, he got taken away by science, and all the things allowed him to do. That is when he discovered the field of biomedical research, which launched the start of his career. Venter then chose the College of San Mateo and later transferred to the University of California, where he received a BS in biochemistry and a PhD in physiology and pharmacology. Later in life, he transferred to the State University of New York, where he became a full-time professor. After seeing his success, he was then recruited to the National Institutes of Health in 1984. Venter's most notable accomplishments include the Human Genome Project, Global Ocean Sampling Expedition, the Synthetic Genome, and the Human Longevity Project. He is one of the first people to have ever sequenced the human genome and even had his very own 6 billion letter genome studied and published. Venter is the president of the J. Craig Venter Institute, which researches synthetic biology and is where he is hoping to patent the first partially synthetic organism. Venter and his team also successfully created synthetic life by synthesizing a very long DNA molecule containing the entire bacterium. The road to success hasn't always been clear, as he has faced much controversy over the years. At one point, Venter used a method to rapidly identify mRNAs present in a cell and started to identify the human brain genes while employed at the National Institute of Health. Later, Venter revealed his strategy during a congressional hearing at NIH and received much backlash. Many questioned his motives to expand human longevity by utilizing synthetic life and stem cells. However, it is clear that John Craig Venter plays a major role in the history of genetics and will continue to make history for the rest of his days. Seems like a pretty cool dude if you ask me. All done. by Emily Dietrich with much help from Ben Flater. For Miss Deweese's genetics class.